I picked up another jukebox. I believe this is a 1935 Wurlitzer P12. This is a barn find. The cabinets are restorable. The top veneer has to be replaced. So I've been watching some YouTube videos on how to replace veneer. It looks like it's not that big of a deal. But unlike the other jukebox, this one is pretty much original. So I'm not really sure if this is missing anything or not. This is much simpler than that contraption that's in the other jukebox. Original speakers still in it. Coin box, coin mechanism. Not sure what we got going on here. Lights, push to reset, motor protection. Okay. And your line voltage. So today I just want to take some stuff out and clean the rest of the rat turds out of it. I vacuumed out what I could get to. All the tubes are in it. Not sure what this is. It's made out of cardboard. I don't know if that's a filter cap. Most likely. Looks like that one's also a cap. So, step one is get this thing cleaned and sterilized so I don't get hantavirus working on it. I'm gonna have to go disinfect my hands now. I imagine this one's going to be a lot easier to get going than the other jukebox. I haven't given up on the other one yet. I just don't know enough about what they did to try and get it going. Wow, look at this tone arm also takes needles, and there's some packets of spare needles in the back of the machine. Man. Well, the tone arm weight is incredible. It must really be hard on the records. Huh. Everything seems to be free. I'm going to go ahead and pull the amp out of it and get it up top and get a better look at it and start scrubbing. This whole panel popped off, so now I can get a much better look inside. Huh. Something like that. Nameplates for the songs. And 2 bags of spare needles. And thousands of mouse turds. I want to check the capacitors before I even attempt to power anything up. Well, I got the amp out. Yum yum. Lots of poop. Yuck. Isn't that gross? Oh, very good. It's a sealed unit. I was worried about that. Pop this off and see what it looks like inside. Okay, sucked all the goo out of this that I could. This isn't too bad since it had a cover on it. This is definitely the nastiest thing I've ever messed with as far as vintage electronics go. I don't know how Shango deals with this. This is pretty gross. I guess these are paper wax. There's only one lead coming out of this, so I don't know how it grounds. If it has a tab that grounds to the chassis. I've never seen anything like that. It's an electrolytic. This will be dead for sure. These paper wax ones are good enough just for a little resurrection. I'll leave those in there. I'll just change exactly what I have to change to see if it'll fire up. But this thing's going to need a complete restoration. I just want to see if I can make it function before I invest too much time and money into it. Look at all the yumminess. I'm going to assume that this is a paper wax capacitor. And that one, see, this has two leads. I don't know why the other one doesn't. And this will be an electrolytic, so this and the other one for sure will be bad. So I'm going to get the capacitor checker out and see what I have. Dry electrolytic, I've never heard of that. 16 microfarad, 350 volts. Okay. Let's see if it can handle it. There's 100. Nope, I don't think we're gonna make it. 150. Nope, not even close. Okay, so that one's bad. This is bizarre looking. What the heck is this thing? The packaging is real strange. 200 volts. Well, that'll be easy enough to check. That one's going to be a paper. Switch it. 200 volts. It's 50. 100. 150. 200. Yeah, I'm going to leave that in for the test run. It's leaking, but that should be good enough for a test run. Okay, next, if this thing works, I'm going to end up replacing all these caps anyway. This is just for testing purposes. As if these aren't failed, they're going to fail. It's just a matter of when. This has a resistor here. Take that out of circuit. 400 volts. Okay. Uh-oh. Come on. It's 50. This is 100. That is toast. Won't even take 100 volts. I need to mark these. Well, if these are all toast, If all these end up just being bad, I guess I'll just have to do a shotgun cap on it, because I'll have so much work into it at that point. I might as well just replace them all. I was trying to be a minimalist here, just to see if I could fire it up, but it's not looking so good. Well, that's it for tonight. I'm gonna have to do a blanket recap. About 95% of these caps are bad, so I'm just gonna replace them all before I go any further. And that'll give me a chance to pull the tubes, clean the sockets, and figure out how I can get all this rat piss off of here. I'll have to try different cleansers and see what works.